In the wake of George Floyd's killing, NBA superstar LeBron James is taking action. He realized it was time to get out and do a little bit more. So he formed a new voting rights group called More Than a Vote to help get African Americans to the polls, alongside a group of celebrity athletes and entertainers. Joining me now is a member of that group, WNBA star Chiney Ogwumike, a two-time WNBA All-Star, ESPN analyst, and vice president of the WNBA Players Association. Chiney, it's great to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, tell us a little bit about your involvement and how you got involved in this.
Well, what I've learned, especially LeBron James by leading this coalition, but what I've learned as an athlete of this rising generation is that we're no longer comfortable simply staying on the sidelines. LeBron James created the blueprint for this, showing us how using a platform can really affect positive change in society. So that's why I'm really glad to team up with him on this initiative, because it's bigger than sports. And we all recognize that. We recognize that there is a real shift happening. This new generation, my generation, has an awesome opportunity to just really lean into our collective voice, our collective power. That is the essence of this coalition. We're no longer stopping at activism. We're now putting activism into action. And what I've most recently learned through sports is that we're in the age of analytics. And it's clear that the best information can really be a great advantage. So I think as athletes, we're trying to provide information which really surrounds voting, because that's how we sort of create the meaningful change that we all want to see. That's what we want to be a part of, and that's why we are coming together.
Can you spell out for us a little bit about your own role and how will the group take action to use some of the things that you've identified, the analytics and getting people the information they need to be more informed?
I'm proud to be a woman in this coalition. As a Nigerian-American Black woman who plays in the league, you know, the WNBA league that is constantly fighting for respect. As a female broadcaster, I speak on the NBA. That's my primary responsibility at ESPN. And in all those experiences, one thing that I've learned personally is that we oftentimes live in a society where women are overlooked, especially Black women, and we can get lost in the narrative. Sadly, we're learning this with Breonna Taylor, right? That was, you know, that's something that I'm extremely passionate about, making sure that she does not go forgotten just because I'm a Black woman and I have to share the mic with her. She was an EMT and committed herself to saving lives, right? That was her strength. My strength on the court, but I have a platform to really share and amplify her story. We should all care about her story, which is why I'm even glad to see Breonna's law go into effect, because it shows putting activism into action, showing the world that Black women are important. Black women should be valued. They should never be neglected and deserve to be recognized. So as a woman on this coalition, that is my mission, to, you know, amplify such stories and make sure everyone's voice is heard.
Yeah, and certainly there's no doubt that Breonna's law was a result of direct action by the protesters. Let me get your thoughts on something that LeBron James wrote in all of this. And he writes, because of everything that's going on, people are finally starting to listen to us. We feel like we're finally getting a foot in the door. Have you had a chance to talk to LeBron? Do you feel that people are, in fact, beginning to listen?
Yes, I think everyone has really, we're at a very pivotal point in society where you can see athletes no longer, you know, staying on the sidelines. I always tell people it's in our DNA to care. You think about, as athletes, we care about the last player on the bench as much as we care about ourselves. So yes, LeBron James created this blueprint, and now we're taking all of our collective voices. And I think right now we've realized it's not just posting on social media. It's not just using, you know, your power to push out a message. It's more so seeing how we can turn this into actionable items for change. And that's why Breonna's law is so important. And we're going to keep pushing the message out, especially when it comes to voting as well.
As you probably know, there's always this debate in this country about how much athletes and celebrities have a role to play in the national discussion in this country. Let me play for you something that a Fox News anchor said a while ago about LeBron James speaking out. Take a listen to this.
LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
What is your reaction to when you hear somebody like that say those words?
I think it's disappointing and disheartening, especially considering I know she's a woman with a huge platform, and I understand how hard it is as women to just, gain what you are able to gain and earn what you're able to earn. But what I will say is my existence is the resistance, meaning I'm raised by a beautiful, amazing couple, a strong girl dad, and an awesome mom that just recently earned her PhD in education. We celebrated that. I have 3 sisters. My older sister's way cooler than me, WNBA champion, WNBA MVP. She's the president of our union. As women, I think we have a tremendous opportunity. If you look at the demographics of the last election, we have an amazing opportunity to unite. And I would just hope that everyone moving forward uses their collective platforms to show that unity is the way forward. There's a way to bridge and be in the middle. I know there's so many difficult conversations being had right now, and I know everyone has the opportunity to sort of exclude themselves from the discussion.
Right.
We are all human, and we should all take responsibility for the world we want to create. And I hope we use our platforms to share that message instead.
Shanae, let me just say we're very grateful to have your voice and that of your sister and everyone else. Your parents must be extremely proud. Thank you so much for joining us with your perspective. Shanae Agwamike, thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.